statement from Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel. Well, let's go back across to Capitol Hill now, where we can speak to Congressman Greg Landsman, a Democrat from Ohio. Congressman, thank you very much for joining us here. Now, senators had a briefing today. You'll have a briefing tomorrow. What questions do you have about what the US carried out in Iran Saturday night, Sunday morning?
I went ahead and got the briefing this morning and feel confident that severe damage was done. But, we have to ensure that what happens next is either a deal, and I think it's possible, or, the United States and or Israel will have to strike again. But my hope is that this forces the regime to the negotiating table, and in a position where they agree to a civil program only. All of the enriched uranium is removed, round-the-clock inspections, and they fully dismantle these terror armies so that we can have peace.
And just going back, you said you received a briefing this morning there. Were you happy with the level of detail in that, what it told you about the future capabilities of Iran, where those 400 kilograms of enriched uranium are now?
Yeah, these are preliminary results, so it'll take some time to really understand exactly where things stand. I think everyone appreciates that. Certainly, the IAEA, they believe that serious damage was done. The Israelis do. We do. I even think some folks in the regime have said, severe damage was done or serious damage. The fact of the matter is that this is a moment where we can achieve a lasting peace if the world comes together, Republicans and Democrats come together, get a deal with Iran, end this war in Gaza, and build a coalition for peace.
Do you see all of those happening as one unit?
Yeah, I think all of this does play as part of one larger effort. Iran has been the biggest obstacle to peace, and so if you've got Iran on the mat and they are, in a position where they have to agree to a civil program only. They have to agree to get this enriched uranium out of the country. They have to agree to the inspections. Hezbollah and Hamas are so deeply damaged that dismantling them could be in play. And yes, that would help us end the war and get the hostages home, at which point we are on the path to a sustainable, durable peace.
You mentioned a moment ago there that if not, the US might have to strike again. Were that to happen, would you like to see a greater role for Congress ahead of the president taking any decision like that?
Yeah, you need to have bipartisan support for this. The president typically briefs, 8 members of Congress, 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans. I think Trump erred in only briefing Republicans. Democrats and Republicans, leadership has to come together with the administration and map out this plan so that we have bipartisan support. And if there is the need to strike again, or simply because we are pursuing this diplomatic effort, we need to build a coalition here that's bipartisan and a major coalition internationally to get this done.
And I just want to ask you about something we heard from the White House at the press briefing today, a suggestion that classified information might not be shared with lawmakers in the future because there had been a leak of the early assessment of what happened. What do you make of that?
Yeah, we can't keep from Congress, intelligence, nor can we mislead the American people in terms of what happened. We have to shoot straight, and the president needs to shoot straight, and people have to trust us and this process. So hopefully that does not happen, that Congress continues to get the intelligence briefing that it needs to make informed decisions, and that the American people can trust what we say and what the president says.
Okay, Congressman Greg Landsman, Democrat from Ohio, thank you very much for being with us here on BBC News.